Hi, I'm Billy of the Fuji Guys. Today we're going to unbox a brand new camera from Fuji called the X-T10. This is Fuji's latest compact system camera that allows for interchangeable lenses, and it's compatible with both XC and XF lenses from Fuji. This is a kit combination, so it comes with the X-T10 body as well as an XC 16 to 50 millimeter lens. So let's take a look at the contents of this box and get you started for the very first time with this camera. This is the kit version that comes with the XC 16 to 50 millimeter 3.5 to 5.6 OIS version 2 lens, and this is the black version of the body. This camera also comes in a silver color if you're looking for that in this exact same kit. So let's just see the contents of the box itself. You have your warranty information as well as your software CD and owner's manual. There's also on the CD itself, it contains numerous languages for the owner's manual in PDF format. So I'm just going to put that aside. Take out the top cover and we'll go right to the camera itself. And as you can see here, we have the black version of the X-T10. It looks quite nice, quite small. Almost as small as the Fujifilm X30 if you're familiar with that camera. Okay. Secondly, we have the lens because this is the kit. So it comes with the, again, the 16 to 50 millimeter lens. It's an OIS lens, so it's image stabilized. You got the lens cap. You also got the body cap down here. I'm going to put that aside. It also includes the hood. The hood is, helps to prevent any lens flare from happening when you're shooting in bright sunlight or shooting against the sun sometimes. So it's nice to have, and it just really clips into place by following the dot here to the dot right there, and you just line it up, and it clips in place. So I'm just going to leave that off for now. That's all inside there. You have a little box on the side, which is the accessories. Looking at the accessories that are included, you have the connector here, the wall plug, and then of course you got the battery charger. It is a BCW 126 battery. It's the same charger found in the majority of the X-mount interchangeable lens camera from Fuji. And depending on the country that you purchase it from, it may come with a different cable. So this one end would be the same. It connects to the charger. The other end, because this is a North American box, it comes with a North American plug, but it will come with the appropriate adapter for your country. And again, because this charger is dual voltage, if you happen to travel, you can actually just get a prong adapter to adjust to the different outlets, and you can use this charger around the world. It runs off lithium batteries, so of course it uses the same MP 126 battery found in the majority of our cameras, which is nice. So if you already have an X-T1 or any other interchangeable camera, most likely you can reuse the batteries on this camera as well, which is nice. I highly recommend you charge the batteries because although it does come with a minimum charge, I'd recommend at least a 4 to 4.5 hour charge prior to usage. And then we have a few other things. We have the camera strap, as you can see. And the strap itself is pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's the best in the world, but at least it comes with one. And if you don't like it, you can pick up a third-party strap if you feel it's more comfortable. But it's nice. You have a Fuji branded strap there. And then you have this accessory bag here, which includes a few things. These are little leatherette attachments that go onto the side here when you attach the strap on place, so that when you use these little lugs that attach here, it doesn't scratch the body. This little plastic thing is actually a tool that you can use to attach that to it. So you follow the guide here, and if I just push it inwards here, as you can see, it makes the metal piece lifts up, and then you can actually attach it easier without chipping your nails. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that aside for now. Let's get the camera started now for the first time. First off, you want to attach the lens to the camera, so you remove the body cap. You also have the body cap for the lens itself, so you want to remove that. And you want to match the orange with the orange dot on the lens. So it goes there and then it clicks in place. With the cap itself here, you can kind of just attach it together. Just push it in and then just throw that in the bag. You got your lens cap. You can remove that and put that away for now. And then, of course, you got to put the batteries in place. So let's take a look at the battery compartment here. I'm going to turn it around this way to make it easier to see. With the batteries, you want to match the orange square on the battery to the orange tab, so it's oriented that way versus that way. You also want the contact to be going inwards to the camera. Okay, so let's see if I can just put it in the wrong way first. As you can see, it won't go. So we need to put it in the right way. And it clips in place and it stays. Secondly, the camera doesn't have an internal memory, so you do have to have a memory card. It uses SD cards, SDHC, SDXC cards, up to 128 gigabytes, if not higher. It also supports the ultra high speed 2 cards. I just have a standard SDHC card here. It's 8 gigabytes. Again, it's not included, so you do need to have a memory card. Now, turning on the camera for the very first time, there's an on and off switch. There you go. And if you actually are turning on this camera for the first time, it's going to ask you some information like the language you want to select. You can use the directional pad to change the different languages. Okay, now we're ready to go. If you accidentally went too quick and you didn't get a chance to change the date or the language information, you can go back to the menu, go to the setup screen. So you can go left and then go down a few tabs until you get to the setup screen, push to the right. And now you can go back and change the date or the language or any other settings on the camera, okay? So taking a picture for the first time, you use the shutter button. You can push halfway down to focus and all the way down to take the picture. If you want to just push the shutter button completely down, you can do that as well. And it will take the picture. As you can see, the shutter lag is very minimal on this camera. It's quite fast, even if it searches for autofocus. But I always recommend you push halfway down to lock the focus before you then take the picture. Okay, so that's going to give you a better indication of what the camera is focusing on. To playback images, you push the playback button. And from there, you can use the directional pad here to go to the different images that you've shot. If you wanted to zoom in on the image, you could use the command dial and rotate it to zoom in or rotate it back to zoom out. Okay. If you want to go in all the way, so let's just push this play back to get all the way out. If you want to zoom in instantly, push the button inwards and you can zoom 100% into to the image itself, as you can see, and still use the directional pad. Pushing the display back button jumps you back out. Now, if you want to check images to see focus, okay, you can zoom in on the image and then you can use the front command dial here. And if you rotate it, it goes to the next image, but it goes to the same zoomed in portion. As you can see, it goes and checks the focus point where the camera's been selected. So that's a nice feature to have. To delete images, again, we'll push the playback button. And then we can use the delete button right here. And it brings up the erase menu. You can select from the current frame. You can select multiple frames or delete all the images on the camera. If you accidentally go to the all frames option, it still asks you to erase all, yes, okay, and it highlights the cancel. So if you accidentally pushed it, it doesn't do anything. So it's a nice low safety procedure. But if at any point it's on okay and you're not sure what button to push, the easiest thing to do is just to turn off the camera. And that's going to prevent you from deleting any images, okay? Okay, now let's show you how to take some video. So you got the record button on the top. You can push the record button and it starts recording full HD video at, I guess, 60 frames a second, but it's selectable in terms of frame rate. So if you wanted to shoot at a slower frame rate, there's 50 frames, 30 frames. There's even cinematic 24, 25 frames a second. So it's going to be a nice for doing some home videos if you wanted to do that. Because you have the 16 to 50 zoom lens, so you zoom with the, as you rotate right here. When you hold the camera, you shouldn't hold the camera like that because you're not going to be very steady. So I like to have the camera kind of laying on my palm and then using your front fingers here to actually zoom in, zoom out. So as you can see, it allows you to zoom in. You can also change the focusing for video. So if you didn't want to do autofocus, you can set it up to do manual focusing. To stop the video, you push the record button once again. And then to play back the video, you push the playback button. And all the videos will indicate these little square stripes on each side that shows that it's actually a video. And you push it down to play the video. You got a built-in speaker on the bottom. And you got 2 stereo mics on the front. Okay, if you want to get out of that, you just push up to stop. In addition to that, you also have an external microphone connector on the side if you want to use an external mic, which allows you to get much more cleaner audio going into the camera. Okay, so that's basically getting started for the very first time. If you want to learn more about the features on this camera, I do make other videos that you can learn features like, advanced modes and even shooting in automatic mode. In fact, one last thing before I go is it's currently right now set to allow you to change the shutter speeds and aperture by changing this dial. But if you want it to be completely automatic, the X-T10 now offers this automatic mode that you flip to, and it turns to a scene recognition auto. So it changes the focusing, it changes the exposure automatically, and it makes it easier to take photos. As you can see here, look how beautiful these shots look. You zoom in here, as you can see how sharp that Fuji logo is. And then of course the shallow depth of field that you get with a large sensor camera like this, it's going to make it a nice addition to taking family photos, or even carrying with you and doing street photography if you want to do that, because it's such a nice size, small camera that gives you some flexibilities. And it also uses all of our XC XF lenses. So if you feel that you want to get some nicer shots, more shallow depth of field, you can look at some of the prime lenses that our system offers, and you can pick that up. So again, that's just the unboxing for the X-T10. So there you have it, Fuji's latest compact system camera, the Fujifilm X-T10. For more information about this product, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter. Until then, I'm Billy of the Fuji Guys.